I'm 2 centimeters dilated and 70% effaced. An entire syringe of colostrum. This is what I'm envisioning in my head. You know, I have looked like a train wreck. Guys, I can tell this has caffeine in it. So guys, it's officially time for another OB checkup and pregnancy update. Tomorrow I am 39 weeks pregnant. That's when I had Mila, like pretty crazy. It's about 1 o'clock right now and my doctor's appointment's at 3:30. I'm not seeing the doctor that I normally see. I'm actually seeing, like, I prefer 2 of the men. Okay, that sounded weird. So there's 2 male doctors and there's 2 female doctors. I prefer the 2 male doctors. The one male doctor actually delivered Mila and the other one just helped with the fertility, and he's just super nice. I don't know. So obviously I have a preference of seeing the 2 of them, but I'm seeing the female doctor today. She's nice, but I just don't really see her that often. And part of the reason why, not that like it matters, but I definitely want to request a membrane sweep, and you can only get one once you are dilated. And I know I am dilated and I know I am effaced. I don't know what she would say. Like, I don't know if she's gonna be like, no, because I'm not technically 39 weeks on the dot. I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna just try and request one today because I don't know, I just, not that I want to rush anything, but I do, you know, feel like it does help a little bit. It does help release a hormone called Colostrum, which can help induce labor. Some people can get like multiple sweeps and just nothing at all happens. So it's kind of funny to think that what if I would have to get like an induction or something, because like what if I just didn't go into labor? But I don't think that at all with how I'm feeling. You know, I still get contractions every single day. But anyway, I would rather prefer trying something, you know, trying those methods like the sweep first and going from there rather than being medically induced, because I really do believe the longer he's in there it is better, but that's not like fully forcing it. That's just my body, how my body would respond to it rather than getting like a medication. Not that there's anything wrong with it, that's just kind of how I feel. But guys, I did something super cool today and I was actually really shocked by the results, and it's something that I've wanted to do like for a while now. And since I'm 39 weeks tomorrow, I'm full term, I'm okay if this were to happen, but because like doing this can induce labor. Again, not that I'm like trying to force it, because I really am trying to do it for the benefits of it, but colostrum harvesting, and if you're like, what is that? It's when you pump before or like hand express to get some colostrum from your boobs. And guys, I was shocked like how much I actually got. So I know that like looks like nothing, but that probably would have been a second syringe, but I only just had one. But I got an entire syringe of colostrum, which is like just completely amazing. I'm so happy that I was able to get this. So probably when we get home, I'll just give this to him. One thing that my body is doing right, I guess, is producing colostrum. Don't feel like you have to do something like this. This is literally the first time I have ever done this. Obviously I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if I was gonna get a few drops or anything would come out at all. Literally had no idea, and I was shocked to see that I got this amount. When the time comes, I'll dive deeper into my pumping journey, producing breast milk, and kind of like what I know about it and whatnot. I know it could be a pretty sensitive topic because it is a very hard thing for some women to produce breast milk and keep up with it, and it's just a lot, and you really have to want to do it. I also brought out the yoga ball. I was bouncing on it last night. I guess one of like the things I should also clarify about too, I don't want to like just talk too much, but I think it's important to say because something that was severely affecting both me and Gino was about Mila's appointment and everything. It's currently September 1st. Real quickly, I filmed the day that we got like her swab test to see if she was, you know, negative, and she obviously was. And then that Monday, 2 days ago, she, you know, we went in, and again, I'm sorry that I'm just not wanting to give full details. I just want to keep her privacy met, and just, I feel like, you know, I don't want to disrespect her. I don't know how I feel, but I'm okay with venting about it a little bit, just because it did take a huge toll on my mental health. But anyway, that Monday we had to go to the hospital. I did explain that it was a procedure where she did have to get put under anesthesia, and that was probably the hardest thing I've ever seen in my life, because, you know, she's only 2 years old, doesn't understand what's going on, and it was definitely, the doctors said, like, it's definitely harder on the parents, you know, because we watched her go under, and seeing her obviously panicking before, and then just all of a sudden seeing her face like go completely blank and look dead on the table. I was a wreck and started crying, obviously, but it was for the best. But we got the results back today. As of right now, it's just something that has to be monitored, but taken care of. Probably when she's 3, she probably has to get surgery, which just sucks. And again, I'm sorry I'm not going into full depth, but it does feel nice to vent about it, because it's just, I don't know. But that's where we are with that. I don't have to worry about it anymore for at least the next 6 months or a year or whatever. All we have to focus on now is having this baby. That's also why I brought out the yoga ball, and I decided to try the colostrum harvesting, because now it's like, okay, if he comes, and again, if he did come before all of this, it would have been what it would have been, and there was, you know, nothing we could have done about it, but we don't have to worry about any of it anymore. Now we're just waiting for him to come. I ended up getting a new baby swing, and if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that Amazon decided when they delivered it to put it by our garage, and that night we had flash flooding, so we had no idea it was even outside, because obviously it wasn't by our door, and the first one got completely drenched, and I don't know, I returned it, and then it took like well over a week to get the new one. We're planning on using this like when Mila's gonna meet him. This is what I'm envisioning in my head. I'm probably just gonna place him in here, and I'm gonna greet Mila at the door, obviously say hi to her. It's probably gonna be like 2 or 3 days since I last saw her, so I don't want her to feel like overwhelmed that the first time she sees me, you know, being far away from us for 3 days, and then first time she sees me again, I'm like holding something else, because I think she knows what a baby is. I'm gonna greet her and then hold her hand and walk her over to the baby. We have some baby dolls too that she keeps putting in there, and I'm like, that's right, that's where the babies go. So new baby item there. Finally set up the bassinet and everything. I have the Lollipop baby monitor camera. That's pretty cool. Obviously like his setup here until our addition's done. I have all this baby clothes right here. It's just more baby clothes that I got and I still need to wash. This is like super soft. This is Lulu and Company. I keep talking about these two brands, Kite Baby and Lulu and Company. This is Kite Baby. It's just like super soft. This is from Amazon. This is just like a car seat cover. Some socks. This is my favorite diaper brand, is the Huggies brand, but their diapers have gotten like super expensive. I've been using like the Amazon diapers. I use them on Mila. Again, I don't know how good they are for newborns. I don't know how good they are for the aspect of like blowouts, because obviously Mila has like just a big turd because she eats real food, and babies just have liquids and it comes out of the sides, and I felt like these kind of diapers never, they obviously still did leak, but compared to like Pampers and other diapers we tried out, I felt like Huggies did it the least amount. Yeah, guys, it's funny too. I have like a bunch of like the gas drops, gripe drops and stuff. I asked everyone on my Instagram like what's the difference between gripe and the gas, and honestly everyone either voted that gripe drops work amazing, better than the gas drops, and then some people were like the gas drops work better than the gripe water. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'll just get both. Honestly, my gut feeling, I feel like maybe it works, but I don't know. I never used it with Mila. I just kind of looked at something like that and I was like, there's no way something like that actually works. But I'm willing to try it this time because, you know, why not? Oh, and this was the pump that I used for the colostrum harvesting. This was my very first time, obviously, using the Medela pump like this. I love Medela in general. I have the Medela pump and style that I used the entire time with Mila, and then I also have the LV pumps that I, you know, obviously haven't used yet. But I was pretty impressed by this. Like, it wasn't like uncomfortable, and it actually was getting the milk to come out, because you'd think that like sitting there and just like going like this like so many times that it would just get annoying and tiring on your hand, but it actually didn't. So this was like $30 on Amazon. I recommend it if you want a manual pump at home. So, but now that I did this, I'm bringing it to the hospital because it worked absolutely great. Everything is packed, but obviously I still have to like pick through like my makeup bag and my hair straightener and stuff. As you guys can tell, I did my hair and my makeup today because I just felt like, you know, I have looked like a train wreck in all of my videos, which in all reality, being like this pregnant and the way I've been feeling, I almost just don't care what I look like anymore. Like, I do and I don't. Like, I know what I look like when I do my hair and makeup, and I also obviously know what I look like when I'm not wearing anything at all, which is reality for most people. Like, not everyone gets ready every single day and looks their best every single day. I mean, maybe like some people do, but yeah, I just try to keep it real. So I don't care to show myself at my worst, and I don't care to show myself at my best. But yeah, I don't know, is this what you're supposed to do? Just like bounce like this? It kind of feels like it's relieving in my hips a little bit. Again, this is something I've never done before too, so pretty cool. I will further update you in a little bit when we leave. Gino's actually at Home Depot. He brought Mila with him, so that's why it's quiet right now. So we have like about like an hour till we're gonna go. We're gonna drop off Mila at his mom's house, and then we're gonna go to dinner afterwards. And obviously I'm gonna update you on the entire doctor's appointment and how it went, to see if I'm more dilated or whatnot, and if I end up getting the sweep or not, or you know, whatever, all that fun stuff. So I'm on my way to my appointment, obviously, but I got Dunkin'. It's a pumpkin ice latte, but I made sure it's, well, I asked for decaf. I'll be able to tell or not if it's caffeinated. I love the pumpkin flavor, so, and I don't know, I just felt like having it. Sometimes I just like to drive places and have something to drink. I think a lot of people do that. So I just pulled up to my doctor's office. Guys, I can tell this has caffeine in it. And it also says that it's not decaf. So I can only drink maybe like a little bit more of it, just because obviously I have to be careful with caffeine, and it's almost 3 o'clock, so I don't want it to like affect my sleep at all. I can tell, even if that sticker wasn't there, I would have been able to tell because it tastes really good, and sometimes decaf just tastes like dirt, like not as good. But what am I gonna do? This is so weird. I really wonder if this is my last appointment. Like, this is such a distinct time in my life right now where I'm waiting to go into labor, and just, I remember being at this point with Mila, and I always thought back at this excitement of like wondering, when will she come, when will it be, going into the doctor's office and seeing how, you know, dilated I am and stuff. It just feels all so exciting, and I just can't believe I'm at this stage of the game and that, you know, my pregnancy is probably less than a week, maybe a few days, a week, who knows. I mean, I could literally go into labor tonight. But it's just all so crazy, you know. I was thinking about my infertility the other night, and it was hard to think about that. And I know so many people have it so much worse, but I just feel like I can't believe we're so close. Ended up being super quick, but I'm 2 centimeters dilated and 70% effaced, so yeah, we made some progression. And she also did a sweep too, so we will see what happens. I think it's usually like if something doesn't happen within 48 hours, just kind of means nothing will happen. Again, I'm not trying to rush it. I kind of look at it as like, why not? Because I really don't want to like, I want to avoid getting medically induced, just because like I kind of get scared of failure of progression or failure of induction. I don't know, like if your body's not ready enough and you try to induce, sometimes it can just lead to other problems. But that's why I'm okay with, you know, starting like the pumping, even though like I did it for, you know, just so I do have the colostrum. But apparently that does help getting the sweep, and I'll start bouncing on the ball, and we're gonna, you know, baby dance. We haven't for a few weeks. We've been trying to hold off because we did this last time with Mila. I got a sweep and then we did it, and it wasn't planned that way, like when we like didn't do it for that long, but we feel like that kind of like had something to do with it, because sperm also releases prolastogens. The sweep will release prolastogen, and the pumping releases prolastogens, which all can trigger labor. But if he's not ready, he's not ready. But I think he is trying to slowly come out of me with how low he is, because she felt his head, and I can definitely feel his head also. But yeah, I wonder if this is my last appointment. We'll see, and if not, then I go back next week. And then I think that's when they would have to schedule an induction, but I hope not. Hopefully he comes on his own. So what do you think about the fact that I got a sweep? You think it's gonna work?
What do you got a sweep bar? Kitchen floor?
No.
I hope it works.
We're about to drop Mila off now at his mom's house, and then we're gonna go out to eat. But it's like super cloudy right now, and it says we're supposed to get, it actually says a tornado warning. And last time that happened, I didn't believe it at all. And a tornado actually like touched down, like I think, what was it, 4 or 5 miles from us, and it was like kind of like scary, because we don't get tornadoes here. The weather's just changing. But I'm like wondering, like they say like babies come when like storms come and stuff. There's like that hurricane that was in Louisiana that is now like crossing our path right now, like not like severe like it was down there, but it's like bringing some of its weather. But yeah, we will see whether or not I go into labor. Maybe I'll go into labor tonight, tomorrow, next week, I don't know. But I'll keep you guys all posted on everything that happens, and I'll see you in the next video.